Well, good day to everyone. Hope you are all are well. I wanted to jump on here and kind of talk a little bit about what's going on in the journey. For any of you who are actually subscribers to this channel, I greatly appreciate that. And I've never said thank you because I just post all of my games and practices in the Highland games and such. So thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Anyway, I have come across some very interesting health advice lately. I have gone through many iterations on my health journey trying to get my body optimized, and I've gone through gosh, the early days Primal Blueprint, HCG diet. I've done the Master Cleanse. I've done carnivore keto. Oh man, a little bit of Atkins before. I did the zone diet before. I've done all sorts of variations of diets, just trying to figure out my body. I've done fasting, long-term fasting. I say long-term, 3 days. I've done OMAD, I've done intermittent fasting, everything to try to tamper with my physique to get it where I want it to be. Right now I've settled over probably really the last 20 years, settled around the 275 marks, my average, with peaks and valleys in that weight range. Recently I weighed in almost 300 pounds, and that was not very fun to see on the scale, and that was just over Christmas. So since then I've tampered a bit with animal-based, which I've done before, and carnivore or a combination thereof, and have along with fasting, and have dropped about 28 pounds since early March, I think, is when I got serious. So I'm back down. Well, I'd come down to about 275, and I had stumbled across the thing called the sugar diet. Quite a few times I've seen this, and it really piqued my interest. Initially, this was I saw it through Cole Robinson, the guy called Snake Diet Wizard. I've been following him for years. I love his content. It's hilarious to me. And I've done some of the fasting and the snake juices and all the stuff that he used to call for, and that was helpful back then. But it's just a little more challenging. I'm over 40 now, so finding a little more challenge here or there, dropping the excess weight that I put on over Christmas. It's always over Christmas. So I'd seen a couple posts of his handful of months ago talking about the sugar diet, and I was like, that sounds kind of weird. Like, it must be a joke from this guy. And then he kept putting them out. So no, it wasn't a joke. And I was like, well, maybe he's just gone a little crazy, off the rails. And I started, let's see what happened. About a week ago now, I saw that Mark Bell had a podcast with Cole, and I decided to have a listen. And everything he said was very interesting nonetheless. Forwarded that information to some friends of mine to let them have a listen. The general consensus is that he's crazy, and because of that general consensus, we'll backtrack a little bit. I jumped on carnivore because it was crazy and out of the norm and different, and it's going to kill you and all that stuff. So I really like to not follow the trend. I like to do something a little different. And especially when it comes to my body, because I'm a scientist to my body. I like to experiment and see what things do different things. And anyway, I listened to the podcast, and all my friends were like, that's crazy. And I went, well, maybe I should try it. So I am, give or take, 4 or 5 days in now. After day 1 or 2, I don't remember which, I had actually dropped to 270, spiked up to 274, back down to 72, up to 73, and then today I was 271. So if you're not aware of what the sugar diet is, my take on it is whole foods, fruit only, especially if you do a sugar fast. Fruit only for however long you want to do it. So obviously, you get fruitarians would love this diet. The long-term result for me would be adding meat back in, either daily or occasionally, because I freaking love meat. Love me a good juicy steak. But in the meantime, I've got another probably 30-40 pounds to go. I'm hoping that'll help me in strength as far as the Highland games go. I dealt with some pretty bad knee issues, so week, if you happen to follow this channel, you'll see that I hadn't really posted in a long time. Haven't been practicing, haven't really been working out. Blimped up, gained a bunch of weight, had a swollen knee, felt like it was going to explode, lower back problems, all sorts of different things going on. So it just kind of put me in a sedentary position. And then I had my first games back about 3 weeks ago now. So having lost all that weight, I do feel a lot better. And I'm looking forward to seeing some results with this sugar diet. Hopefully I can get the extra 30, maybe 40 pounds off that I want to get gone, because I want to be lean and active and able to keep up with my kids and just feel good into my 40s, 50s, and beyond. So, sorry, just ate mango and it's all caught in my teeth. Anyway, yeah, just a little update on the journey and what's happening. And if you happen to comment, you're welcome to comment, and good or positive or negative, I'd love to hear it. I think it's crazy, absolutely, but tastes good. And right now I feel lighter, even though the scale, it is down, but I feel a bit changed within my body itself. I don't feel as bloated, and I don't feel like, when I look at, or when I feel my body fat, my stomach fat specifically, I'll put some before pictures on here of where I currently am. The fat almost kind of feels more separated from my actual stomach area, so I found that to be kind of interesting too. So we'll see. I'm excited to jump on the scale tomorrow. Don't know if I'll post about it or how often I'll be posting or not, but yeah, it's definitely a journey, man. This whole thing called life is quite the journey. Very interesting. You know, I got started late in the Highland games, upper 30s, late start. Never even considered doing anything like that, throwing heavy objects, flipping telephone poles and such. But I'm enjoying that, and I'm just wanting to enjoy life and get in shape and just have fun. That's the end result, is just have fun in this go around. So anyway, I don't know if this will help anybody, or you know, people might just think I'm psycho and what the heck am I doing? I'm gonna spike my blood sugar and pass out and die, or I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm having fun and enjoying it. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll keep you posted down the line. Have a good night.